So, hello everybody and welcome. Today we're gonna be taking a look at how not to play aggro. Oh, a bit of a graphical glitch there. And first, we've got me playing as the mono red aggro. I've been taking a quite liking to this mono red aggro for best of one. It's a lot of fun, it's quick, sure it's a little draw dependent, but it's got these very subtle stuff that really shows your skill, and I like that. Normally, if I was taking it seriously, I would be playing with full control on, because this subtle timing is very important, but full control is so frustrating. You have to manually pay mana and everything. It's just... I wish there was a middle way. Regardless, right now we've got a few interesting things that have happened, so let's talk about those. We have had a Runaway Steamkin, which is the ramp card of the red. Mono red has one ramp card, and it's ridiculous. The Runaway Steamkin. Whenever you cast a red spell, it gets a +1/+1 counter, and when it reaches 3, you're able to sack those counters for a 3 red mana, which is insane for a deck that uses just low-cost creatures such as the mono red aggro. And of course, the opponents remove those very quickly. My opponent reaches the third. He is playing as the Is It Drakes. And it's a very smart move to bring the Drakes early because it's a 4 with the power determined by the amount of instant or sorceries in the graveyard. So let's see what I do here. I've got Viashina Pyromancer, and I'm holding 2 Flames of Keld in my hand. Well, of course, both of them at the same time being kind of useless. Them being right now is good. So because he doesn't have the power to take out both of them, I attack with both. He blocks the Chain Whirler, understandably, and we do 1 damage. As the mono red aggro, I'm trying to just deal as much damage as possible, and my opponent is trying to stabilize the game so that he can swing in for the win. Right now, he's got a 2/4. Flame of Keld, Chapter 2 triggers, and we draw 2 cards. So we have enough to, let's see. So let's pause for a second and analyze the situation. Right now I'm holding 5 damage worth of cards. If I wait for a turn, that will be 5 + 4, 9 damage. However, I will still need 5 more damage to my opponent. A little tricky. So right now I could swing in for 5 and win. Unless he blocks the Goblin Chain Whirler, in which case would be annoying, but he would not be able to kill any other creatures permanently. So just looking at the board state, it would be smarter to just block the existing one of the creatures and win, such as Viashina Pyromancer. So let's see what I do here. Going for the attack. I believe I'm gonna be making that mistake and not swing with everything. Oh no, I swung with these 2. Yes, and using the shock, I bait my opponent into blocking the Viashina Pyromancer for profit, and the shock is sufficient enough to kill him. So we trade a 2 for 1. That's a pretty bad trade. Let's see if he doesn't have any removal or anything. In the moment, it's very difficult to analyze such things, but as you play more and more, you're able to see these trade opportunities that are normally not available. The Flame of Keld triggering on the 3rd is a pretty big deal. So adding that into account and not trading it normally can make a big difference. So let's see. The Lightning Strike will be able to kill him, but he uses Dive Down, and that's a game changer right there. Takes 3 damage. Now let's pause for a second. Every one of these red sources are +2 damage. So should he take from any one of them, it will +2. The most reasonable one, most realistic one will be if I attack with both. I would be able to do 5 damage to him, putting him in my lightning strike range. Instead, I choose not to do so. My opponent reaches to 6 mana, brings in another Crackling Drake, draws another card. Discovery, takes out the lands and draws. Now he's able to swing for 8. I lose the boon. So one thing that can be done over here, now let's pause once again. One other thing that can be done over here is swinging with everything. But he'll be able to block the Chain Whirlers one-on-one, allowing me to do maximum of 3 damage, putting him at 5 out of range of just about anything. So we need more. We must swing for the win. But yeah, that one thing that I did not see before could have made a huge difference. A 3rd Crackling Drake, very lucky. Because mind you, there are very few creatures who are able to block this effectively in this kind of deck. Those are the Enigma Drakes and the Crackling Drakes. So now he is able to swing for 15. Just a few more spells and boom, shock. 18. Yep, I realize I will not be able to kill him, and I conceded. So let's take a look at this idea. The fact that not swinging at the right time, I believe, is what has caused the problem. Additionally, what I could have done, which I think would have turned the game around, would have been using just attacking full and let him block everything. Because the Flame of, and just riding on that Flame of Keld boon, I believe that would have made a difference. Please do let me know what you think in the comments, and we'll see you next time.